Hey guys, this is Kirsten. Someone was asking me, I forget what group, about manipulating a Squeejo template. So I thought I would show what I did with this one for my then and now, hashtag then and now pictures I've been posting during the quarantine, keeping interaction with my page. So this is, like I said, this is Squeejo. In the search bar, type in before, after, and you'll get a couple different options. So the first thing I want to do is I just downloaded a senior's baby picture, which I want to go in the before. So you're going to highlight right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do double click on the word picture mask, and I'm going to have it say picture mask B4. And then I'm going to double click down here and have it say picture mask. Oh, I don't mean before. I was going to do then and then now. Let me type in then, because that's what the words I'm going to be using. I've been renaming layers because the more layers you have, the more confusing it is. Like shape 2, like what's shape 2, you know? Oh, it's the line. So I'm going to change this to do now top line, and just bear with me for now. And then I'll change more as we go. So you want to highlight on the layer mask, which is up here. If you're not sure, if you can't see the picture very clear, you can click on the eyeball and go, oh, okay, that's what I want. The layer mask, the picture mask. Okay, so have that highlighted and then go File, Place Linked, and then it brings you like, where's that picture? So that's the picture I'm going to be using. This is Peter. It's friggin' adorable. Okay, you don't need to hold anything down with the new thing. It just automatically sizes it. Double click on the picture. Go back to the layer panel. Right click on the picture. Not the layer mask, but the actual picture. Right click on it and do Create Clipping Mask. Then click the Move tool, which is the upper left tool. And then you can kind of play around with it. I kind of want his little dirty hands in there because they're hilarious. That'll work. Okay. Now I'm going to alter the text. So click on the T over here for text. Before and after, I want it to say so I'm going to rename it then. And then let's just do the other one. I'm going to call it now. Okay, so let's go back to then. I'm going to do T space H space E space N. Okay, we're going to leave that for now. Okay, since we're on the type tool anyway, let's change this to say N space O space W. If you click on the Move tool over here, then when you move it, it'll tell you when it's lined up, which that looks good. Okay, so now we're going to click on the Now layer mask, which is this. So now we're going to go File, Place Linked. He is my 2019 senior. I believe I put it under his name. Yes, I did. This is going to be awesome. Let's make it a little easier to see here. Okay, so as much as I don't want to do anything to the picture, we have a lot of space over here that we're gonna need to deal with. You can either double click on the picture or click on the check mark over there. Okay, so how to move this? So clearly he's sitting on the right side of the picture. This by default was on the right side of the picture. So we're going to have to highlight every single thing that's going on here. So the word then, the picture, so hold down the Control or Command key. We want the picture box, and then we want the little background white shape. Once those are all selected over here, we can put that, let's just put that there. Okay. So, however, there's a lot of space over here that I'm going to need to fill in. And the thing that sucks is that if I don't have another picture that's close, I'm going to have to either clone, which is garbage, or pick a different picture, which I don't want to do because I think this picture's awesome. So I guess what I'm going to do is, let me just quickly go to his senior pictures, which he hasn't even picked out yet, but that's another, that's a whole other conversation. All right, let's see if I took it horizontally where I can borrow some. I bet I didn't. Oh, I'm an asshole. Poopy. Okay. Well, doesn't that just stink? I did not get. All right, so you know what that means. Clone. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hide these layers for now, just so I can see. I might actually put the baby picture to cover his knee, because look at his knee is cut off right there. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so one thing, let's see, clone. One thing I might try first is stretching the backdrop to buy me a little bit of space here. Obviously, I don't want to bring his leg over weird, but I can make a rectangular marquee, hit Control T, which is, oh, you know what? I'm a ding dong. Okay, so hang on a second. You got to go to the picture of Peter, which is this guy right here, this layer. Right click on it, rasterize layer. I don't know what that means, but it means you can edit it. That made no sense. Okay, so I'm going to clip right here, Control T. Okay, now you're going to want to hold the Shift key down because you don't want it to keep the aspect ratio. That looks pretty stupid, but I think we can buy us a little bit of space like that. It's not terrible, right? Okay, now I'm going to clone, which everyone that knows me knows I hate cloning. Might as well just get that, move that branch over. Oh, I hate this. You know, it's going to be one of those things, like no one's really going to notice except for me and all the other photographers on the planet. Oh, I got a little bit of his leg. So because this is turning into a big fat hot mess, I think I would I'm going to cover it with the box of his baby picture. For sure. Or I have another idea. Okay, so I'm going to turn this all back on. I'm going to click on the Move tool again. I'm going to highlight, let's see what's up there. The word then. Hold down the Control again. Click on his picture, the layer mask, and the white shape box underneath it. Okay, so I feel like if I put it right here, it covers up the worst of the mess. So that's not tragic. All right, so now I want to move all this down here. Okay, so your name photography, you know what? I'm just going to delete that layer out of there. So now I want to highlight the word now. And okay, so let's go ahead and double click on this and put now bottom line. Okay, so now I want to do the top line, hold down the Shift key, the bottom line, and the word now. Then you can move it all together. Put it right about there. I'm going to click on the type, because this is, what font is this? Georgia. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on it. I'm going to do 2019. Let's do whoops, make sure it's even. You can use the arrow keys to be really precise. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so the bottom line and the top line right here and right here, I'm going to, so for now bottom line, I'm going to click on that one. Duplicate layer and call it then bottom line. I don't need the word copy. So now I can click on the move tool. But I got to drag that to on the top of his baby picture. Let's just so you can see it. And then I want the top line. Okay, so click on the top line, click on duplicate layer, change now to then. Get the move. That was a pain in the ass. But then we also have to move that up there. I'm going to use the arrow keys to get it close, and then click on the bottom one and go like that. Okay, so I don't know how to make the lines shorter because it's a shape. It's not like they're a bunch of underscores. So what I'm going to do, whoops, I'm going to highlight the two of these and then go, is it image? No. Layer. Group them together. And then let's see, I'm going to put a layer mask. Why did it make that one disappear? Let's go back and ungroup them. All right, that was super weird. Maybe we'll do it individual. So I'm going to put a, oh, you know why? It was just inverted, so I could have done it the other way. Anyway, it's fine. I'm going to get a black layer mask. And, oh my God, my cat is being naughty behind me. I can hear him. I think I have a square brush. If you don't, just use a hard brush. It doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? Now I bet I can. I wonder if I can. Nope, I got to do one at a time. Okay, so black brush. I'm just going to. This is the long way, but you know what? It works. So. Okay, then I'm going to click on the T and see if this is, I'll just do 2002. No, he must have been born in 1 because my son was born in 2. Okay. I want that a little bit bigger, so let's do, no, that's a little too big. Click on the move, and then you can move it, use the arrows to move it up. Okay. Does it need to be moved over a little bit? There we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay, then I'm going to go down to the layer over here, I mean to the background layer. I'm going to create a new layer, which is it the plus sign down here? Oh, whoops. I didn't realize I was making layers all willy-nilly. Let me delete that one. Okay, so layer 2, I didn't have it where I could see it. Okay, so I have a blank layer here. I am going to get my watermark. Okay, now we can't see it because it's underneath everything else. So we can either bring it, I usually just, I'll just bring it to the top. Okay, but now, there we go. So I'm going to click on it and just put, I'll just say logo because it's quicker than watermark. Okay, so now I can click on these 3 lines. So what I recommend doing is flatten it, or not saving it, not flattened, and then flattening it and saving it as a JPEG for your Facebook page, because if for some reason I go to post it and his sister was like, no, that was 2000 or whatever, I'm not like, oh, I got to do it all over again. I can just go back and change the unflattened layer. Okay, so is there anything else you need to know about this? I think that's it. Oh, you know what? Gosh darn it. I can see a stripe of gray right on the right side. So click on his picture and then the move tool and just make it a little smidgy. Actually, that looks better anyway, right? Okay, much better. Okay, so I think that's what you need to know about manipulating a layer. The other thing too, a couple of my then pictures have been vertical because I'm having parents submit them. So one thing you can do, let's turn off that, for example. You can select the layer mask and hold down the control key or command key and hold the shape. So the shape is the white box around it, making it pretty. Okay, so if you hold the 2 of them, then hold the shift key down, you can turn it into a vertical folder if they give you like a wallet-sized picture. So we're going to leave it like that. There we go. Alrighty, I think that's it. Okay, I hope that helps.